Good morning. Back with our classes on magnetic effect of current. Today we have to basically do magnetic field or magnetic field due to a current in a solenoid. But before that, let us revise from the first page whatever we have learnt till now. Open your textbook to the first page. In the first page, we studied what experiment? Oersted experiment. Oersted experiment basically proves that when you take a cell or a battery and then connect it to a wire using a plug key. This is what? A standard circuit. I have not put a resistance, rheostat, ammeter and all. If you want, you can put. So if I say that this is a current carrying conductor. So if I get a magnetic compass, the magnetic compass always points towards what direction? North and south. When I bring a magnetic compass closer to the current carrying conductor, it shows deflection. This is because the current carrying conductor behaves like a magnet and generates its own magnetic field, which is detected by the compass, and hence compass shows deflection. What is the contribution of Oersted? Oersted was the first scientist who said that electricity and magnetism are interrelated phenomena. The discoveries of Oersted led to the discovery of fiber optics, radio and television. To honor the contribution of Oersted, we take the magnetic field strength as Oersted. Fine? First page over. Now the second page. What is the second page all about? Properties of magnet. If a magnet is freely suspended, it always points towards what? North-south direction. Like poles of a magnet repel each other, and unlike poles of a magnet attract each other. If the magnet is divided into multiple parts, what happens? Each part behaves as a magnet and the poles are induced. What is the naturally occurring magnet? Lodestone. What is the formula of lodestone? Fe3O4. Fine? After that, we studied that the area around the magnet where the force of magnet can be felt is called as magnetic field. It is what quantity? It is a vector quantity and has both magnitude and direction. How can I draw magnetic field? By drawing its field line. Magnetic field lines are the lines which are the lines arranged in which the concentric ion filings arrange themselves, or it is the path along the magnet where the free north pole tends to move. How do I draw my magnetic field lines? Take a cardboard, put a kg cardboard on it, sprinkle some ion filings on it, put the bar magnet at the center and tap the cardboard. You will find that the magnetic field lines or the ion filings arrange themselves in the form of concentric circles moving from north to south outside the magnet and south to north inside the magnet. Or take a kg cardboard, stick it on a drawing board, place the magnet with its north and south pole and bring the compass which keeps on telling the north pole. When you do that, you keep marking it and then you find that they are in the form of concentric circles moving from north to south outside the magnet and south to north inside the magnet. What are the properties of magnetic field lines? They are closed curves moving from north to south outside the magnet and south to north inside the magnet. They crowd near the poles. Hence, poles are the areas of strong magnetic field. They never intersect each other. If they intersect or at the point of intersection, if I place a compass, it shows two directions of magnetic field, which is practically impossible. Fine? Then we studied current through a conductor, magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor. If I take a circuit and I place a magnetic compass below it, I will find that when the current flows from south to north over the needle, the magnetic field is towards west, or the deflection of the needle is towards west. When the current flows from north to south over the needle, middle, the deflection is towards east. This finishes 2 pages, I think. Isn't it? After that, magnetic field due to a current through a straight conductor. So what is our activity? Take a kg card, take a drawing board and make a hole at the center. Take a drawing board and make a hole at the center. When I make a hole at the center, I pass what? A straight conductor carrying current through it. Fine? It is then connected to a rheostat. What does rheostat do? It changes resistance. Then it is connected to what? An ammeter, which measures the current. Then it is connected to a plug key and it is connected to what? Cell or a battery. Fine? This is how it is. So here now the current flows from top to bottom because it is from positive terminal to negative terminal. Sprinkle some what? Iron filings. You should write positive of the ammeter connected and negative. Okay. So like this, when you pass, you will find when you switch on the plug or when you insert the plug key, the iron filings arrange themselves in the form of concentric circles. How do I detect the magnetic field? By using which rule? Ampere's swimming rule or right hand thumb rule, which is also called as what rule? Maxwell corkscrew rule. What does the rule say? Imagine you are holding a straight conductor carrying current in your right hand in such a way that the thumb shows the direction of current, then the wrapped up fingers shows the direction of magnetic field. Okay, field lines and magnetic field. So here if I apply, this is the direction of the current, so the magnetic field lines should be what? Clockwise. So now we will draw our magnetic field lines clockwise. Fine? Understood this? Clear? So this is right hand thumb rule done. Now what are the factors which affect the magnetic field? If I increase the current, the magnetic field increases. Second, bringing the magnetic compass closer to the current carrying conductor. If the radius is less, magnetic field is more. So if I bring the magnetic compass very close to the current carrying conductor, the magnetic field is more. But if the radius is more, magnetic field is less. That means if I place a magnetic compass somewhere here, then the magnetic field deflections or the deflections will be less. Correct? Now the next stage, what we studied? Magnetic field due to a circular coil or a circular coil carrying current. Okay, so magnetic field due to a circular coil carrying current, what we did? We again took a cardboard and then made what? 2 holes in it. Fine? And then we bent the wire and passed the wire through it, which is then coming out and it is connected to what? A rheostat. If you want, you can ammeter. I have left a very less space and then a plug key and a cell or a battery. Fine? Here you will find that the current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. And what you do? Again sprinkle some iron filings. We see that they arrange themselves in the form of concentric circles. Which rule? Right hand thumb rule. So where it goes up, it is what? Clockwise. Sorry. Where it comes down, it is clockwise. Where it goes up, it is what? Anti-clockwise. At the center, you find they are what? Parallel and uniform. And how do I identify? Okay, this is easier to draw. How do I increase or decrease the magnetic field? By increasing the current, by bringing the magnetic compass closer to the current carrying conductor, and by increasing the number of turns of the of the wire, of the copper wire. Why? Because each turn behaves like a magnet and adds up to the magnetic field. Fine? Now, we have to talk about something which is called as what? Solenoid. So, what is a solenoid and how do I detect the poles of a solenoid? See, every day from first page I am repeating so that you will by part whatever we are studying. So, first thing, what is a solenoid? Have you seen that tissue roll? You know what tissue roll? Kitchen towel tissue roll, or you will find that there is a huge cardboard in the center. One cardboard roll irutte, adar mele ella papers suttirutte. So something similar, a non-conducting material which is a paper or something is taken. Okay? And on that, what we do is we take a copper wire and then rotate it very closely in a to make a solenoid. Do you get my point? You would have seen a solenoid, chota chota device irutte. Nimdu car idrelella irutte. Okay, this is what is a solenoid. Fine? Understood? You would have seen motor winding. Chota chota motors, you don't see windings of the thing. So on a non-conducting material, when I mount a number of copper turnings, which is then connected to what? A cell or a battery using what? A plug. This is called as what? Solenoid. This solenoid, when I pass electric current, behaves like a magnet. How do I identify the poles of a magnet? See, a pole where the current flows anti-clockwise behaves like what pole? North pole. Anti-clockwise. And a pole where the current flows clockwise behaves like what? South pole. Nataita how south pole and north pole? So where it goes anti-clockwise, it behaves like a north pole, and where it goes clockwise, behaves like a south pole. Okay, and how should I know whether it is behaving clockwise or anti-clockwise? If this is my solenoid, if this is my solenoid, I am drawing like this. But to identify the current, I should make it facing towards me. Then I can see whether the current is going clockwise or it is going anti-clockwise. Understood? If you keep like this, here you cannot identify. So make the end of the solenoid face it towards you or away from you, whichever place you want. Towards you is better. There you can see whether the current goes clockwise or current goes anti-clockwise. Fine? So the end which goes clockwise is called the south pole, and the end which goes anti-clockwise is called the north pole. Let us suppose I say this is my north pole and this is my south pole. Fine? This solenoid exactly behaves like a bar magnet. So it will give magnetic field lines same north to south outside the magnet and south to north inside the magnet. Clear? But the beauty of solenoid is the magnetic field lines do not crowd near the poles. In solenoid, the magnetic field lines are always parallel and equidistant. If they are parallel and equidistant, that means it is indicating what magnetic field? Uniform magnetic field. If they get crowded at the poles, means what? Non-uniform magnetic field. They are more here, they are less at the center. Understood? So what is the difference between a magnetic field created by a bar magnet and solenoid? In bar magnet, the magnetic field is not uniform. It is more crowded near the poles. But in a solenoid, the magnetic field is always what? Parallel and uniform. Moving from north to south outside the magnet and south to north inside the magnet or inside the solenoid. Is it clear? Every point inside the solenoid has a uniform magnetic field. Clear? What is a solenoid? Take a non-conducting material and then wrap it around by number of turns of copper wire, and please write the spelling of wrap correctly. Last 2 years there were students who wrote wrap like this. Okay, and I don't know how to read. Fine, you know what the meaning means. So please write wrap. Wrap copper wire around it. I don't know, I have to start teaching English also now. Fine? So I have lot of them doing all kinds of mistakes. If you want, I will even show you in your batch also. Someone will write like this. That's why I am telling before only. So take a non-conducting material and wrap a number of turnings of the copper wire and the two ends then connected to a cell or a battery using what key? A plug key. When you switch on the plug key, the current starts flowing. The area around the solenoid where the current flows anti-clockwise becomes what pole? North pole. And where it flows clockwise becomes the south pole. The magnetic field in a solenoid is exactly similar to that of a bar magnet, that it flows from north to south outside the magnet and south to north inside the magnet. The beauty of solenoid is that in all points of the solenoid, the magnetic field is equal and uniform. Fine, let us read. Okay, one more thing. If I replace this non-conducting material with a soft iron core, the iron piece is the copper wire, then it starts behaving like what magnet? Electromagnet. As long as I pass current through it, it will behave like a magnet. When I stop, it again becomes iron core. Understood? So let us read through solenoid. Very, very important, figure 13.11 and 13.10. I am reading the solenoid part. Please write there or in your notes, define a solenoid. Define a solenoid. Write your answer or underline your answer and you can write in the notes tomorrow. A coil of many circular turns of insulated copper wire wrapped closely in the shape of a cylinder is called a solenoid. Clear? Any non-conducting material, if I take and then I wrap what? A number of copper wires around it, which is then connected to a cell or a battery using a plug key, is called as what? A solenoid. The pattern of the magnetic field lines around a current carrying solenoid is given in 13.10. Can you see south to north inside the magnet and north to south outside the magnet or outside the solenoid? Compare the pattern of the field with the magnetic field around a bar magnet. Do they look similar? Yes, they are similar. In fact, one end of the solenoid behaves as a magnetic north pole while the other behaves as the south pole. Idhan draw madi. Current goes anti-clockwise, north pole. Current goes clockwise, south pole. You have to draw like this only. You cannot write hinge. South pole. You have to show it with using an arrow. Anti-clockwise. This is clockwise. You draw anti-clockwise is a north pole. Clockwise is a south pole. The field lines inside the solenoid are in the form of parallel straight line. This indicates that the magnetic field is same at all points inside the solenoid, that the field is uniform. So whenever I draw something like this, if I say this is the magnetic field, if they are parallel and equidistant, what does it mean? Uniform magnetic field. Okay? A strong field, magnetic field produced inside the solenoid can be used to magnetize a piece of magnetic material like soft iron when placed inside the coil. The magnet so formed is called as an electromagnet. If I replace the non-conducting material with what core? Soft iron core, and then pass electric current through it, then it behaves like a magnet as long as you pass electricity through it. So now please write in your notebook, how is magnetic field? How is magnetic field due to a current in a solenoid detected? So you will draw activity 13.11 to show what is a solenoid. You'll write the definition of the solenoid, draw that, then you'll say the magnetic field lines in a solenoid, then you'll describe the north and south pole of the solenoid, draw those lines. So what are the characteristics of magnetic field lines of a solenoid? They are exactly similar to that of a bar magnet. They move from north to south outside the solenoid and south to north inside the solenoid. The magnetic field in a solenoid is parallel and equidistant. That means it is same at all points inside and outside the solenoid. Hence it is uniform. Okay, then the next question, please write. How is magnetic field in a solenoid changed, or on what factors does magnetic field due to a current in a solenoid depend? Due to a current in a solenoid depend. Okay, so now magnetic field due to a current in a solenoid. First it was for a straight conductor. For a straight conductor, magnetic field be dependent on what? B is dependent on what? Current. B is inversely proportional to what? R. It is bringing the compass closer to the current carrying conductor. This was for what? Straight conductor carrying current. For circular conductor carrying current, what it was? B is proportional to I, B is inversely proportional to R, and B is proportional to N, the number of turns of a circular coil. Fine. Now for solenoid. Solenoid increase the current, the magnetic field increases. Increase the turns, number of turns of the copper wire, the magnetic field increases. The last one, magnetic field here depends upon the nature of the core. Nature of the core and that material on which the copper wire is superfied. Okay, so if it is iron, the magnetic field will increase, because electromagnets are very strong and powerful magnets and they generate quite a good amount of magnetic field. So the three factors are: increase the current, magnetic field increases; increase the number of turns of the copper wire, magnetic field increases; and change the nature of the core. If it is iron core, then the magnetic field increases. Is the differentiation clear? Idhan ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Magnetic field in a straight conductor is only current and bringing the compass closer to the current carrying conductor. Here it is current bringing the compass closer to the current carrying conductor and the number of turns of the copper circular wire. Here current, number of turns of the circular copper wire, and also the nature of core. So you have to write all the three. Now you are supposed to solve the in-text question. Try solving these questions at home. Okay, because magnetic field is how you understand. If you don't, I am still here. Tomorrow we will do this. And now we have to study force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. This I will teach tomorrow. The reason is this and motor has to be taught together because both are same. This and electric motor has to be taught at the same time. And then electromagnetic induction one day. Bye-bye. After that. Simple. So tomorrow, slightly a little longer class because we have to finish both. And whichever notes I have given you, please get that notes along with you tomorrow, because if I have to check somewhere, I have to teach you how to write electric motor, because it's a 5-mark question in board. So we have to learn how to write. So that part that you get along, I don't know which notes I have given. If I have not given, then I will send one note of electric motor only. Okay. Tomorrow we'll meet. Read till here. Complete solenoid. Thank you. Sorry, I left the class, but for this week test on Saturday, we will have respiration, only respiration, and light till reflection. That is till mirrors. Concave mirror, convex mirror, light, starting plane mirror till reflection. Page number tegirappa. Illidre adakku problem agutte. We'll have light, all ray diagrams, and I will not give any objective questions. All subjective only you have to write. Fine? So you have to do till page number 171. Last problem till page number 171. You don't have to study refraction of light. You have to study only what? R square for this test. Reflection of light and respiration. So study. This Saturday we'll have a test, and those question papers what you have submitted will be given to you by Saturday or Sunday. Okay? Thank you.